Please put your hands together for Todd. Hello, Giblets. Right. All right then. How you feeling?
I just had a snooze.
Nice. Power nap.
Yeah, I feel a bit out of it, so now's a good time to ask questions.
Right on. Oh, we have one. Hi.
So I was wondering, in your opinion, do you think Mum really cares about Lucifer, or she's just manipulating him?
Hi. Do I think Mum really cares about Lucifer?
Yeah.
Yes, I think she does. I think the thing is about Mum is that she, you know, despite what her selfish feelings are about where she wants to be and she wants to go home and all of that, she still loves her sons, and that's always at the core of Mum, so she's constantly torn about what the right thing to do is. But yes, I think she does love Lucifer.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to see what your opinion was.
Thank you, good question. Hola.
Hola. How much eyeliner do they have to go
I think about one pencil a week. I think, yeah, we don't hold back on the eyeliner. I think you've noticed that. Yeah.
Do you get to do it yourself or makeup? Because I can't do it.
Do you know what? I actually do. Well, this is what happens. I do it myself, and then my makeup artist goes, "No, you're the devil, not a transvestite."
When in your work life you have such fabulous guy liner, is it tough to give it up in your normal life?
Now and again, I get a bit tempted when I'm going out to don a little bit of eyeliner, but I never go as heavy as Lucifer. It's quite intimidating. I look like my sister. Except she's got more growth here.
Hi, you have a question? On the right over here, yeah?
Hi, my question is, why do you think Lucifer doesn't even consider the possibility that his feelings for the detective are real and the only thing is they are coerced by that?
Well, I think the truth is that Lucifer probably does know those feelings are real, but the hardest thing for him to do is admit them. You know, I think the thing about Lucifer is that I don't think he's ever been in love before. So this is all new to him. So whilst it's new and everyone thinks being in love is wonderful, I think he finds it quite scary, and it goes against everything. It goes against all his instincts. So maybe at some point he will admit that he loves the detective. Maybe. Detective. Never ever in my life did I think that word would stir such emotions in people. Detective? Who's next?
Over here, I think. Straight left.
Straight left. Hi.
Hi.
I'm pretending I can see you, I can't.
I know.
Okay.
I'm glad you got on that, by the way.
Thank you, me too.
I just wanted to ask, is there anything in the way of physical preparation or alteration that you've had to do for either Lucifer or any of your shows, really, that you didn't really fancy doing?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but the suits on Lucifer are quite tight-fitting. So I had to sort of get in reasonable shape to get into those, and the good news, the motivation for me is getting into that suit every morning, so I had to do that. I mean, physical preparation, there was one job I had to learn to ride a horse for, and I don't know if any of you have ridden a horse before, but when you ride a horse for the first time, you use muscles that you didn't know you had, and so that was quite painful. That was about a week of not walking very well, but yeah, that was pretty tough. But yeah, going to the gym, because it's quite hard for me like, I like going to the gym, but I really need a bit of encouragement. So a suit that will, you know, will split open if I don't go to the gym is enough encouragement for me.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
I love Lucifer, but Gary will always have a really special place in my heart. And I was just wondering if you had any favourite moments from working on Miranda.
I think, yeah, do you know what? The first time that we, the first episode that we shot of Miranda, only because at the time you know, not a lot of people knew Miranda, like Miranda Hart, I didn't know who she was. And like, I'd been working with her in this rehearsal room doing this show, and I was like, I think this is really funny, but I just hope that other people do as well. And it was such a kind of joyous relief on the night when we were filming it, and people were just in hysterics. And then, you know, the rest, as we say, is history, because the show just kind of took off. But it was such a lovely surprise that people loved it as much as I did when I first read it.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, John.
Now I've worked it out. Okay. Okay.
Would you ever like to play the period drama, and have you ever watched Outlander?
I've seen Outlander, yes.
Did you like it?
I did like it, of course I did. I've got lots of friends in it as well, so no, I think it's a great show. Quite graphic sometimes as well. Yeah, I know, I love costume dramas. One of my first ever jobs was, my first job on TV was Nicholas Nickleby.
Ah.
So that was the job I had to learn to ride a horse for. Because they said in the audition, you can ride a horse, and I went, oh yeah. But yeah, no, I do, and you know, getting on those clothes, and it's not that difficult to get into character once you've got all the clothes on. But no, I do love a bit of costume drama.
So which role would you like to be? Would you like to play on Outlander? That was my main question.
Well, I'm going to let you into a little secret here. I auditioned for Outlander. Yeah.
Which role?
I didn't get the job.
Which role?
For Tobias Menzies' role.
Oh, Frank! Oh my God!
I know.
Really?
I know, but he does some pretty awful things as the season's gone on. So I'm kind of glad. You know, much as I love Sam Hume, there are some scenes in that. You know the episode I was talking about. Yeah. That's the end of that question. Thank you. Hello.
Sorry. So this is actually a question for a friend of mine who really loves you on the show, and especially when you sing or play the piano. So he wanted to know if you actually played the piano when Lucifer played Unforgiven.
I don't play the piano. I do good air piano though.
Yes.
No, one of my biggest regrets growing up, because I grew up around music and I played musical instruments, but I didn't play the piano, and so I don't play the piano on the show, but I do sing.
Yeah, sing was nice.
That is me singing. Thank you.
Sing!
Want to sing a song? Is that a guitar in tune? Is it? Let's have a look. Oh, it is? Okay. Right. Oh, so it was plugged in. Hold on. This works, okay. Okay. What should we go with? Does anyone like Tracy Chapman? Yeah. Okay, let's go for a little Tracy Chapman, okay? Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, they're talking about a revolution sounds speaks like a whisper. Well, they're standing in the welfare lines, sitting in the doorways of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Oh, don't you know, you're talking about a revolution. Sounds like a whisper. Well, then poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. It's finally the tables starting to turn. Talk about a revolution going. Finally the tables starting to turn. Talk about a revolution going on. I got really nervous then. I've only ever sung that in my bedroom.
Hi Tom.
Hi.
You recently had our friend Timothy Omlinson on your show.
I loved
Who was
him.
brilliant. I just wondered if you could guest star on any current running show, what would it be? I'm going to say not Game of Thrones, only because everybody says that.
Ah. Great. I'd say a show that I really loved watching recently is The Americans. Does anyone watch The Americans? What a fantastic show. And Matthew Rhys is one of my favourite actors. So I'd love to do a spot on that. And also, it'd be quite fun to do a Girls episode as well. Seems to be the rage these days. An episode of Girls. Lovely. All Friends, if they brought that back. Yes?
Here.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, first thing first, I really love all the musics and the backgrounds in Lucifer. Every song is really beautiful. So thanks to anyone who chose the song in the show. First thing. Second thing, okay, the plot of Lucifer is quite interesting because it's Lucifer that it just, run out of hell, and is in LA and he runs a nightclub. So the plot is weird. And and I want to know what you think, what you thought the first time you saw the plot, and why you want to be part of it.
I mean, look, if you go, what's the show about? And you go, it's about the devil who didn't want to be the devil anymore, so he moved to Los Angeles and opened a nightclub. It sounds a bit far-fetched.
Yeah.
Right? And I was the same. I'm going to be honest with you, when I first got the script for Lucifer, I read the front cover and I was like, oh, here we go. Show about the devil. But what I loved about it was the new spin, the new take on it, and I loved the humour in the show, and I loved the way that the character was written, because he's he's a larger-than-life character in a kind of a real world, and so I didn't mind about all the other stuff, and it kind of makes sense if you think about it. What would the devil do? He'd open up a nightclub, a den of iniquity, where people can drink and do other things, and why not? So it seems like a natural fit when you think about it, really. And also solving crimes. That's what the devil would do as well. Obviously. Thank you. Did that answer your question? Yeah. The answer was a lot shorter than the question.
Hi. So I've just recently been made aware of the show, Miranda, and I absolutely love it. How could you keep a straight face working with her? Because she's just so amazing. Like when you guys are working, you know, and doing the scenes, how hard was it to stay in character or try not to laugh?
Well, the answer is I didn't keep a straight face. What you saw on the telly was not the first take. No, I mean, she is literally one of the funniest people I've ever met, and so because we recorded it in a studio with a live audience, we would rehearse for like 3 days. And then we'd take it into the studio. So the first day of rehearsals would be the day where we got all the laughter out of the way. And then we'd have, because that'd be a Wednesday, we call it Funny Wednesday, and then we'd have Unfunny Thursday, which was like, you go in and rehearse it, and then when you've done it a few times, you forget that it's funny. And then Friday's a bit like tense, and then you take it into the studio and people start laughing again, and that's when you can relax. And we would laugh, we would break out from time to time, but the audience loved it when we did, because ultimately we were having fun on the show. And that sort of, transponds onto the screen. So it was a joyous time. Much fun was had.
It's an awesome show.
Oh, thank you so much.
It was such a good...
Thank you.
Sorry.
There we go. Hi.
Hi. First of all, you sing beautifully. Your bedroom should be proud.
Oh, thanks.
Secondly, when you were in Doctor Who playing Tom, if you got to play any part of Doctor Who, what would it be?
Well, the Doctor, obviously. No, I did Doctor Who quite a few years ago now, and I had no idea at the time. Like, literally, I did one episode of Doctor Who, and I've never had more fan mail about anything that I've ever done in my life. But it's such a great show. I mean, there was a time in my life when I thought, gosh, it would be lovely to play the Doctor. I think I might have missed that boat now. But I kind of see Lucifer as my Doctor. If that helps you.
That's wonderful, thank you.